following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is qualifying for race number 20 in season number 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard. Qualify for the Raised Dies and Tubing 400, the last race before we set the 10-driver chase. We're here for uncharted qualifying to begin, but the big focus today is definitely going to be the main qualifying session, where the other 40 full-time drivers will be attempting to qualify for this race. We have ourselves 23 drivers in contention to possibly be in the chase. Now, a lot of them have very high, or very low chances, I should say, of getting in, but they still have a chance. So tomorrow's race is definitely going to be an interesting one to see who gets into the 10-driver chase. We do know this for sure: Brad Stover is locked in to the chase no matter what, as he's actually 54 points ahead of second place in the points, Roger Ray. Now for Roger Ray, he is 44 points ahead of the cutoff, and so is Cody Sill. Both of those guys are all but locked in. They are pretty much guarantees to make it into the chase at this point. John Stewart as well. He's 41 points ahead of the cutoff, so he's pretty solid as well. Justin Heath, 33 points ahead, and I think for those 5 guys, they're going to be in the chase no matter what. I highly doubt any of those guys will fall outside the top 10. Then you get to Michael Canto. He's 18 points ahead. Stuart Cretton's 14 points ahead. Cameron Garlington, Nicholas Sambidio, both 13 points ahead. And then you got Tristan Allen, only 3 points ahead of the cutoff. That is the current top 10 heading into this race. Diego Yepes, who has been in the top 10 practically the entire season, is now 3 points off the cutoff. Elijah Gordon, defending champions, 3 points off the cutoff, and John Earth 6 points behind it. Then you get to Andrew Miller, who's 27 off the cutoff. From there, I think anyone from Miller on down, they're going to need a win or a very, very good finish to have any chance at all of making it into the chase. So, for the most part, 13 drivers in 10 spots, but you might get somebody from behind the 13th position in points to get in. So it's going to be interesting for tomorrow's race, no question about it, but it's definitely going to be a great one to see who makes it into the chase for season number 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Right now, the uncharted drivers are looking to qualify their way in. Alex Mann in the 18 is right now fastest. Ryan Madden got the win at the Indianapolis Raceway Park. He is currently the Turkey Hill points leader, and doing a pretty good job over there in the Turkey Hill Series coming into this weekend, especially considering he got his first win of the season over there. Number 85 is second right now. 67 is once again Mark Davidson. This is at least the 5th race in a row he has gotten to 67. He's been doing a really good job over in the Turkey Hill Series as of late. Alex Russell's in the 98 this weekend for Beast Racing. That car won at Pocono. This track's similar to Pocono. 97 machine, that is Casey Hoffman. He almost got his first win at IRP last week, just couldn't pull it off, but he's currently the fastest guy out there, so he might make it into the show for this race. Ahead of Casey Hoffman is the 36, that's Ashlin Boyd. I believe he's made 4 starts in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series already, looking for his 5th, and that would be a quarter of the season for him if he were to start in that number 36 tomorrow. He is currently in the 7th position. Everybody's completed a lap so far. 74 machine, that is Fisher G this weekend. And I believe everyone's clocked in a time. He just went to 4th, just under 50 seconds, and that's about as just under 50 seconds as you can get. But right now, it's Alex Mann and Ryan Madden, and look at what they're doing. They're helping each other, getting a draft here. Of course, a very big racetrack, 2.5 miles long. These straightaways definitely pose an opportunity for drafting to assist you, and that's what these guys are doing. We're going to see that in the main qualifying session as well later on. Definitely watch out for that, because if you do not have a draft, you're not going to get a good starting position, and we saw, or we will probably see in the Turkey Hill Series race. They are different cars, but we'll see in that race. The passing's going to be a little bit difficult. Now, for the Cup guys, it's a little bit different. This is one of those places where you do want to be at least top 20 if you're going to have a chance. And if you're not top 20, you might not get the win. If you're going to be back in the field, it's going to be a little difficult to move your way from the back to the front. Of course, this is one of the crown jewel events of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. You'll want to win at Indianapolis. Trey Bartow's won here before. John Arndt's won here before. Jonathan Skibnicki, he's a winner at Indianapolis. Marty Johnson, Beast Racing owners, won this race before. As for the other races, I can't remember who's won the other ones. I think Jared Holmes won one of these. One of the older drivers back in Season 3. I can't remember who won here in Season 2. Garrett Sonor won here in Season 2. So yeah, a lot of big names have won here in Indianapolis. Let's just say that. Nicholas Samadillo, I mean, coming off the Indianapolis 250 win from back in May. He'd love to come here and get a victory. If he were to win, he'd be locked into the chase. He comes into this race 13 points ahead, so watch out for Samadillo in tomorrow's event. But either way, Alex Mann and the 85 of Ryan Madden looking to race their way into the Indianapolis race for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, the Raised Dies and Tubing 400. And I think this might be Mann's first race if he can, in fact, qualify for the number 18 here. He is the fastest guy out there, so he's got a very good chance at being in the show. And it's looking like it's going to be Mann and Madden for the two Uncharted drivers qualifying their way on. It'll be 32 laps tomorrow in Indianapolis. These cars go a lot slower than the Indy cars do. A few of these guys were in the IndyCar race. That's going to do it for Uncharted qualifying. A few of these guys were in the IndyCar race. And like I said, Nicholas Samadillo, defending winner of the Indianapolis 250. So he might have a little bit something under his sleeve, possibly get the win tomorrow. We'll have to see. But Alex Mann, Ryan Madden, they're on. Let's see who gets the pole position. Let's see how they're going to line up for tomorrow's Raised Dies and Tubing 400 from Indianapolis, the final race of the regular season. We're going to set the starting lineup right now. And here we are. We're ready to qualify the rest of the field for the Raised Dies and Tubing 400. This, the last race before the chase. And we got about 8 guys that we're really going to keep our eye on for tomorrow's event. Everyone from Michael Campto to John Arndt. Those are the bubble guys. We hit Andrew Miller, who's 27 points off the points lead. Everyone from beyond Miller back in the points. They're going to have a tough time making it in without a win. It's still possible they could find their way in the chase, but the odds aren't too good for those guys, so basically, we're going to keep it simple on our end and only focus on these 8. So Michael Campto, 18 ahead of the cutoff. Stuart Gratton, 14 ahead of the cutoff. Cameron Garlington, Nicholas Samadillo, both 13 points ahead of the cutoff. Tristan Allen is 3 points ahead of the cutoff. He's the last guy in the chase coming into this race. 3 points behind is Diego Yepes in the 32. And if you remember, at the beginning of the season, and practically throughout the entire regular season, he was top 10 in the points. As of late, this team has really been falling apart. And they're now showing it right at this moment, as they're 3 points off the cutoff coming into this event. Elijah Gordon, defending champion, he's been on the edge the entire season. He's 3 points off the cutoff. And the winner of this race last year, John Arndt, is only 6 points off the cutoff coming into this event. A win for any of those 3 guys would most likely lock them into the chase, no question. And who knows? It happened to John Arndt last year. Might happen again to him this year. We'll just have to see. And once again, and this has become another frustrating thing of this year, we do apologize for the track graphics being a little off, and that's just because this mod and these big tracks, they don't work well together, and I really don't know what the deal is. My computer should be able to handle this, and it doesn't. I'm going to definitely look into that during the off-season and hopefully fix it for 2019. We'll just have to see. But either way, we're ready to get this race going. It's going to be a big one, and it's cloudy, which means the times are going to be really fast. Yepes is right now the fastest of everyone who's clocked in a time. So a great lap there for the number 32. That's what you need. At a place like Indianapolis, it is kind of tough to work your way from the back to the front. It's possible, but it's tough. So just keep that in mind. If you don't start in the top 20 or say, you might have a difficult time trying to get the victory. And Garrett Sonor, unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to make the chase. Same with guys like Matt Dalio and Trey Bartow. A lot of guys who have had a lot of prior success in this series, they are too far behind to have a shot. And this is going to be Dalio's first season without a chase bid since season number 3. So it's a tough break for Matt Dalio there. He's had a very good career up to this point, but this season just wasn't his season in that number 79. And it looks like it wasn't his his time off the pit lane right there. He's got some damage. Either that or it's a little bit of a glitch. I don't know. Looks like Barta's got a little bit of a buckle on his hood as well. They might have gotten into each other or something and caused a little bit of damage to their race cars. Now here's an interesting thing. Aaron Walpole, he just went to the top of the board, and Walpole has the slightest of chances. He's 32 off the points lead. A win would surpass him ahead of some guys, but it might not be enough. So we'll have to see. Walpole's won the Indianapolis 250 before here at Indianapolis, so he knows how to get it done in an Indy car, and those things are a little bit harder to drive than these stock cars, so we'll have to see if the 34 can do something. And his teammate, Diego Yepes, just went to second, so great run there for American Motorsports. Justin Heath. Yeah, Heath has been one of the most solid guys so far in this second half of the regular season. We'll try to locate him. There he is. He comes into this race 33 ahead of the cutoff. He's pretty solid to make it into the chase no matter what. And there he is, 65 off the points lead. Right now, the third fastest guy. I mean, he has done a flawless job this season, especially in the later half, and he's put himself 5th in the points, with only 4 top 10s as well. He's just been solid. That's exactly what you need to be a champion in this series. And Justin Heath still going for his first career Napa fan win, but he's going for his second championship, and he's going to be a threat to win this championship, no question, considering just how strong this team has been the later part of the regular season. There's our strong guy right there. Brad Stover, the only guy officially locked in the chase. Now, Roger Ray, Cody Sill, John Stewart, and Justin Heath, they're all pretty much locked in as well. But Brad Stover's the only guy officially locked in. He got the win last weekend at Nashville in that thrilling finish. And that just all but sealed it for the number 99 to make it into the chase in his rookie campaign. This guy has been unbelievable. 2 wins, 5 top 5s, 9 top 10s, a pole. And he holds the points lead by 54 points. The unfortunate thing is he's going to lose all of that once the chase begins, as everything's going to close in. But he is guaranteed to be the regular season champion, so he will have, if he does not win this race, 24 bonus points heading into the chase. If he wins this race, which is very possible he could, he'd have 26 bonus points heading into the chase. So that's quite a bit of points right there to help him win the championship once the chase begins. He'll get 20. Sorry, excuse me. That's last season, not 20. He would actually get 15. So he'd have 19. It's 2 bonus points for each win. 15 for the points leader for the regular season champion beginning the chase, with 9 points going to second, 8, 7, and so on. And then 2 bonus points for every win you have had during the season. So Brad Stover, if he wins this race tomorrow morning, he will begin the chase with 2021. If he does not win, he'll begin the chase with 2019. Either way, he is going to be the regular season champion, and he's going to have the number 1 seed in the chase. Right now, Richard Kinghart, who unfortunately isn't eligible for the chase, he's too far behind in points. He's the fastest guy out there. He's been the fastest guy for a while. Alexander Rowe in second, Aaron Walpole, William Brock, Justin Heath, Roger Ray, John Stewart, Nicholas Samadeo, the Indianapolis 250 champion. Brad Stover is ninth, and it's the number 18 of Alex Mann right behind the fastest guy on the racetrack, who is 10th at the moment. That's a good one, good run for Nicholas Samadeo. He's 13 ahead. He's one of those bubble guys. He needs a great run here today. Excuse me. When we do the race, I'll get some water, don't worry. Elijah Gordon, another bubble guy there. He almost won this race last year. He's 11th fastest right now. And another bubble guy in there, John Arts, 19th, not too bad. Yepes is there in 18th. You know, those guys, they need a win to solidify it. If they win, it's practically a guarantee that they're going to make it into the chase. But we're going to have to see what those guys do in the race tomorrow where they're starting. They're starting right in the middle of the field, so that makes it very interesting. Tristan Allen, another one of those bubble guys, only 3 ahead of the cutoff, 26th at the moment. For Cameron Garlington in the 13, he is 36th. That is not what Garlington needs coming into this race, no question about it. And Stuart Gratton as well is kind of deep right there. He's 35. Places down the order, and Michael Canto is 40 positions down the order. So a lot of those bubble guys deep in the field. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. It's going to be very difficult to maneuver and figure out where all these guys are going to be in points as the race goes along. So we're not going to really be able to tell who's going to be in until we get the official points tally at the end of the race tomorrow. But either way, Score 4 has our backs, and we're not going to make a mistake, so don't worry. We'll get it right. But either way, Richard Kinghart looking to grab a pole here in Indianapolis, even though he's not in contention for the championship. Even after 2 wins, he won in Atlanta and at Daytona, and he was running up front there at Nashville. He actually would have won that race last weekend if it were not for the fact that he completely took out, I forget who it was, but he took out somebody, and the caution came out. He got caught a lap down because of an accident he caused. And I do not believe you guys actually saw that. But that is what in fact happened. I actually did record it, and I actually forgot to put it in the video, and now I realize that 45 minutes before that race is going up, so I apologize. I will state that in the comments of that video as well. But either way, Kinghart upset about that, but it was his fault. So we'll have to see how he rebounds, and he's rebounded pretty well here today so far, as he's going to start on the pole most likely for the Raised Eisen Tubing 400. Here's the 05 of John Art, the winner of this race last year. He's currently 20th. Pretty decent position. You know, it's a 32-lap race. A lot can happen between the start and the finish. And, you know, we really didn't see much of him until the end last year. And he was able to make a really bold move. He was third coming to the white flag. And he was able to clear to the inside, get around Stuart Gratton, and then find his way to his teammate Elijah Gordon and surpass him. So he knows how to get it done here, and I really am going to keep my eye on John Art for tomorrow's race because he is the defending winner of this race. He needs another win. We'll just have to see if he can do it. He's 6 points off the cutoff. 6 points ahead, behind Tristan Allen, not ahead. Can't even get my words straight anymore. But we'll have to see how that all goes down for him. Another great run for Brad Stover, 9th fastest. I mean, this guy's insane. You know, he's the guy to beat, no question about it, for the championship. So we'll have to see if somebody can do it. Jesse Turner, he has a slight chance. He's going to need a win, and a lot of guys to finish deep in the field. Turner is currently 35th. Not exactly what he wanted. Michael Canto's 41st, and Cameron Garlington is 38th right now. Those guys do not need runs like that here in qualifying, but unfortunately that's what they get. How about the top 4, all veterans, with 5th place being the first rookie, and Justin Heath, and that's no surprise. He's 5th in the points coming into this race, and pretty much a lock to make it into the chase. Roger Ray as well, and John Stewart. Those have been some of the best drivers this season. As a matter of fact, of all the rookies coming into this race in the chase, with the exception of Michael Canto, all of them are in the top 10 starting positions right now. So that is how good those rookies have been. Brad Stover, Roger Ray, John Stewart, and Justin Heath. Those 4 guys have been the rookies of the year. Now, Brad Stover is the rookie of the year at the moment, and most likely he will be at the end of the year. But those 4 guys, they have been sensational this season. And you're definitely going to want to watch for them as the chase begins, because all 4 of those guys are most likely going to be in the chase. Along with Cody Sill. You know, Cody Sill we haven't talked about too much this season at all. But he's been up there in the top 5 the entire season. Ultra consistent for Cody Sill. He comes to this race 44 ahead. He's a guaranteed lock. Not guaranteed all the way, but he's pretty much a lock to make it into the chase. So we'll have to see what Cody Sill can do. But he'll start 12th. John Art starting 20th. Watch out for John Art there. Elijah Gordon and Diego Yepez, they're kind of midway through as well. Gordon 11th, Yepez 19th. Other guys who were on that bubble, Nicholas Sanamadio is really the only guy, I think, that really got a top 10 starting position out of all these guys on the bubble, and he is. So Sanamadio definitely getting it good there. Like I said, won the Indianapolis 250 earlier this year in an IndyCar. He knows how to win at this racetrack, and do not be surprised if he, you know, finishes top 5 tomorrow morning. He's 8th fastest right now, and he will start 8th for tomorrow's race. He's 13 ahead of the cutoff, so if he can finish top 10, he should be good to go. Tristan Allen is 26th. He's kind of like right smack in the middle of the field. And as for that, you know, everybody else who was kind of on the bubble there, Canto, Gratton, and Garlington, those 3 guys did not get it too well. As you see them deep in the field, Canto 41st, Gratton 37th, Garlington 38th. We're just going to have to see how it all plays out. It could get kind of crazy at this place sometimes, and we'll just have to see how crazy it gets for tomorrow's Raised Eisen Tubing 400. 32 laps of action here at the Brickyard. And we're going to set that 10-driver chase for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series season number 7. Congratulations to Richard Kinghart on his believe it's probably a second pole of the season. We'll have to figure that out as of late, but that's how they line up for tomorrow's race. I don't think we have any ties either, so that is officially how they will line up for tomorrow's. Oh, no, we do have a tie. Nichols and Wong tie, but I think Nichols is ahead in points, so we'll have to double-check that. But other than that, that's how they line up for tomorrow's 32-lap race here at the Brickyard. Thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Richard Kingart. Later today on Napa Fan, Pengrade 250 in the Turkey Hills series, and tomorrow morning, Raised Dies and Tipping 400 from Indianapolis on Napa Fan. Thank you guys very much for watching once again, and I will see you guys later.